Hey guys, this is the Wings Mobile Detailing Business Podcast. Today we're talking about passive income. If you are one of those people that is looking into investing in something for even if you're a millennial, but want to acquire that so talked about passive income lifestyle, to you're willing to work off hard and why acquire that and acquire passive income in your life later on. Obviously, you can never acquire that in the short term. Otherwise, you're just being misled by some, get rich quick scheme. Passive income. We're going to talk to you about what passive income is, on real estate, on other business, how to acquire passive income and what it actually is. Many people look through real estate to acquire that because they hear a lot how a lot of rich people they get their passive income, or majority of them, through having real estate, having many properties. The fallacy of all that is, though, however, that the reason you see a lot of rich people getting rich through real estate is because of the high demand that is in real estate. The way to acquire passive income, you can acquire passive income by doing any other thing, not just real estate, not just like on the stocks. Growing a company, you can grow a company to the point where you start earning passive income later on. And people also hear, oh, real estate is good because it's indestructible. It is if you've grown your business of real estate investing big enough to where it takes a lot to destroy, to go away. So what's the difference between real estate and growing a real business big enough to where you grow passive income? No difference. That's the funny part about all of this. So stay with the Wings Mobile Detailing introduction.
Welcome to the Wings Mobile Detailing Business and Automotive Podcast, the only podcast that will guide you on how to start and grow six-figure companies. As our team expand from one business location to worldwide domination, you will get step-by-step insights from a millennial franchisor and franchise owner with your host, Andre Mezalira.
Alright guys, so let's say that you guys are already in the business world, looking for, to grow some passive income. Normally, if you're already an entrepreneur, this is going to be much easier for you to understand because you know the works that it takes to get money back from your business, and you know the potential that you have, and you know how much time you have and effort you have to put into your business so that one day, eventually, 20, 30 years from now, from the time you start, so that one day it's going to pay off. So you know your potential, or at least you should know if you're in business for a little while to understand the amount of work it takes to receive, the growth back. Even though you may not know exactly, you have goals and dreams, but many other people who is not in business, that don't understand the concept of hard work, and the time, don't value time, don't understand the amount of time it takes to actually grow something. They also sometimes get trapped into the fallacy of, acquiring passive income in order to acquire wealth. But we're going to talk what is passive income? Passive income normally is when you earn money without having to work. So you know how when you hear a lot of those saying, I'm gonna make money when I'm sleeping. So that is what passive income is. You already built something. You built a business empire, a real estate empire, meaning a couple of houses, whatever. If it's small or big, if you're earning that money without putting in hard work, that is passive income. If you have a lot of real estate homes, and you're renting them and they're paying you, technically that's considered passive income, even though for whatever thing you do, being real estate, being stocks, or being whatever, you have to put work. There's no such thing as earning money without putting work. If you have real estate, you still have to go after tenants, to live in your home so they can pay you rent. You still have to take care of that home that the tenant's paying you rent for, take care, manage that. So that is all work. When you have to trade time for money, it's still called a business. So even though it's considered passive income, what many people think as passive income, it's still a business. It's no different than any other business. The problem with a lot of people think is that they want to get they don't know how to differentiate, how to acquire passive income compared to growing something. For you to acquire passive income, it's not about I'm gonna start buying things, buying homes. I'm gonna use a lot of the example of real estate now because of how many of you guys, they go after real estate investing just because you hear a lot of people doing it. Uh, the thing is, real estate does work. It does work as a good investment. Everything's a good investment, but you have to understand it. It's not that business that works. It's not the real estate industry that works for you to get passive income. It's always you. If you put the same amount of time in the business of investing into real estate, it takes years. It takes 10, 20, 30 years for it to grow an empire of that put in a lot of hard work studying for you to grow an empire that can pay you back into passive income because you have to grow that and get it back. It takes the same amount of time for you to grow any other business that for you to receive the passive income. If you grow a business big enough in 10, 15, 20, 30 years, eventually that business is going to start paying you back of you without having to put much work in the business because you're going to acquire managers, you're going to build a team, a huge team, so where the business is paying you. And it's going to be much harder for the business to go away because it's already stable enough. Just like the real estate, same thing. It's just as risky. You can get just as the same return on investment for the time that you put in all those years, and it's just as risky, meaning that you can still lose. So you hear a lot of people saying, "Oh, I'm gonna go into real estate because it's easy, just buy homes." A lot of people who starts business as well, they if you think that real estate is easy because you see people making money out of it, you would also gonna think that starting a business is easy because you see people making money out of it. The difference is that a lot of rich people builds their wealth around real estate. You have that. You think that is a fact compared to becoming rich out of starting and growing your own business, or maybe working for a company. You build passive income through the stock market. I can't speak about the stock market because I don't understand, but it's all around the same business. It does not change. So it all takes hard work. It's not that industry that's gonna make you rich. It's not earning homes. It's not the industry of like ours of detailing cars. It's not the industry of whatever other company that's out there that's gonna make you rich. It's not the industry. It is your hard work. The amount of time that you put in the business is gonna pay you back. You have to understand, how to grow a business. The same thing, understand how to grow real estate. The same percentage of people who fail into try to grow a passive, into try to growing a real estate empire to acquire passive income. Throughout the years, it's the same amount of people that fail opening a business and try to acquire passive income. And it's the same amount of people who succeeds. So you have to understand that, because you want a passive income, so you're going to automatically getting into real estate. It is good. It is good. Real estate is good. Like any other business is good, but it's all up to you. It's not up to the business. And let's say a recession comes as well, right? Because, all right, you got real estate. When a recession comes, you'll hear that saying that, everybody needs to live in a house, So when a recession comes, at least that you have a hard asset there. That is no different than a business. Sure, some businesses get hit more during a recession because if you're in the luxury business, it can be hit more. But in the percentage, it's the same. If you have a real estate empire and a recession comes, let's say you have 10 homes. That's not an empire, but let's say let's do small numbers here. Let's say you have 10 homes and you're renting that. When a recession comes, you're going to lose those tenants And when you lose those tenants, you're still going to have to pay property tax to the government. You're still having money going away. You're still going to lose that business. Sure, maybe if you have 10 and you lose 5 tenants in a recession, you have other 5. You're still losing tenants. And it's the same thing as growing any other business in passive income. If you're losing tenants, but in business instead, you're going to lose clients. If you have 10 clients, you're going to lose 5 clients. And you're still going to have to pay management while you have your business. Just like real estate, you're still paying that to make your business, to run your business. So it's passive income, quote unquote, because nothing's passive income, because everything requires work. You're still going to have to go look after tenants, or you're still going to have to look after clients. Just like when you're finding a job. And so this is what passive income is. This is a fallacy. How do I acquire passive income? A lot of people ask. A lot of people who wants to, get right in life, and they start looking for to grow, to grow wealth, which is a good thing to do. You always want to grow something to grow wealth, not short-term successes. So to grow that passive income that you've always been, maybe you're searching around, you're reading books, books on real estate, because a lot of these real estate gurus sell their courses in real estate as a passive income to make you go for them, because they want to put in your mind that the only thing to acquire passive income is real estate. And obviously these people are going to be biased towards acquire real estate, obviously, because they sell that. They want you to invest in real estate and think that real estate is the only way to get rich, because that's how they got rich. Just like there's a lot of people in the stock market who've grown their portfolio enough to where money's coming in a passive way. And how are they going to teach you how to get rich? Teaching you the stock market. They're not going to teach you real estate. I'm a business owner. And I believe so much that growing a business, just like I know that growing a real estate empire is the same amount of work, the same amount of return. It depends on the person. I believe that, growing your own business, starting your own business, obviously in the right steps, you're going to get return the most. It's going to take the same amount of work, but I'm going to sell that because I'm a business owner. And that's what I'm going to sell. That's how I'm going to show people to do. And everything works, sure, but don't get yourself caught in the fact that, I'm going to get into real estate because that's where the money is. You must eliminate that out of your mind, thinking that, I'm going to do that because that's where the money is. No. If you're going to be jumping from hole to hole, digging one hole and digging the other just because you're trying to find where the money is, it's on you. You gotta work yourself out, look into, because it's up to you to make that work. You can do whatever you do. If you're not committed enough to learning, if you're starting your own business and you're not committed enough to learning how to grow a business, how to lead a team, how to do all that, and how to go through a struggle, and then you decide this is not working, you go to real estate, you're going to have the same problem in real estate and you're going to fail just like you failed the business. So it's up to you. And as far as another thing, how to acquire, I was going to freaking talk about how to acquire the passive income. What I've realized by being, a short period of time in business, about 6 years, but throughout the 6 years, I've been, learning. The guy was actually a real estate guru, learning from not too many people because you don't want to get too many mentors, but, from people who fail, succeed, and the mentality of people who are just getting in, who they have the same mentality. They start off the business, they think they have to start on the right business, and then they start having problems with, but I don't have that, I don't have here, I'm going to pay money on ads, and that doesn't work. So it's all the same steps. They all go through the same problems. I went through those problems. I learned. But startup entrepreneurs, they all go through the same problem. They always want to blame the exterior, not themselves. It's tough. It's a tough situation to make people see. Sometimes they have to go through the hard times for them to realize their own potential, and that it's all up to them. So it's all up to you to make it happen. So passive income, what it takes, learn a trade. Learn a trade, and it's gonna take hard work. There's no such thing as, oh, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna get in this business because it's easier. It's easier to build wealth. The wealth will come quicker. No, there's no such thing. All it takes is you get in the business of investing in real estate, in the business of stocks, stock market, whatever it is. I don't understand stocks, but you want to open your own business. Just know that it takes hard work, years of work. You're learning, self-development, and that's how you're gonna make it. That's it. You get into a trade, and obviously I'm not gonna go through all the steps because that's something you start your business. Just do it, and that's a whole nother topic. But as long as you know that it's up to you, it's not that one business that you're gonna acquire passive income. And as long as you understand what passive income is, what I just explained, passive income is the result of years of hard work that you're putting in any business, and it's not always 100% passive. It's not always 100% passive because you're always gonna be putting work. But it's gonna be easy, it's gonna be less. The more you have, the bigger you grow the empire. If you grow a real estate empire of 100 properties, 1,000 properties, you're gonna have built a team strong enough, managements and everything, that you're gonna barely have to touch that, and the money will just come because it's gonna all flow automatic, just like any other business. And if a recession comes, in real estate, you might lose a quantity of tenants. When a recession comes, if you have a thousand, a huge real estate empire, you're gonna lose tenants, quote unquote clients. If it's on a business, if you have a business empire and a recession comes, you're gonna lose some business. You're gonna lose some clients. What I'm trying to tell here is that I'm telling you guys that it's not real estate. It's not that. It's not stocks. It's the problems that you're going to have in one business, you're going to have the same on the other. You may have one type of product, you may have one type of problem in one business and not have on the other, but you may have one type of problem in one business, and vice versa. So guys, focus on that. Focus on yourself, whatever you do. Don't blame the industry. Don't blame this and that, because especially if you're in business, if you're growing, starting your own business, in the first few years, honestly, you're gonna have problems and you're gonna blame your industry. You're not gonna blame yourself. If you start having problems with it, it's always the same steps. You're gonna have problems with, it's another topic, but you're gonna have problems with employees, and then you're gonna blame that your industry, you need more of that type of employee, and you don't have it. If you go to another industry, it's easier. Then you're going to have problems throughout your business through the type of clients that you acquire. My business, it's recurring clients, so clients are coming back every time. Some other business, the client, it might be a one type of client. And you might think that the industry is wrong because it's harder, because the client's it's not harder. One industry is more this, more that. One is you have to start off with money. That's a problem of starting my business, because my business, it requires a lot of money, where his business doesn't. So just forget about blaming yourself, because everything is possible, and you're going to have problems regardless of what industry you're in. You're going to have the same amount of problems. You may have different problems. You're going to have the same amount of problems. Multiple holes now. So what do we think about acquiring, when you open a business and you reach a certain point and you want to open another business, because, you see the potential over there. I'm not saying it's good or bad. It is bad to do early on, though, because nowadays people are, hearing a lot. People saying, middle class people saying, I have multiple business, or rich people. They're hearing wealthy people saying, I have multiple business. And what the young entrepreneurs does, they open multiple business. They fail because they did it too early, where the wealthy people did it after they acquire all of that empire. They didn't start multiple business early on, digging a lot of hole, distributing their time wrong. So this is the topic of the next podcast, guys. So next Wednesday, stay tuned on this. Just subscribe and you're going to get notification. And I'm going to talk about the digging multiple holes, having multiple businesses. Thank you very much for listening. If any one of you have any questions about starting your own business, and future. The future's on you. You can start a Wings Mobile Detailing empire in your city, in your state, and grow it to the point where it becomes passive. You grow it big enough in a matter of 15, 20 years. Or you can make good money, make comparing, a good amount of money in a short period of time, but it all depends on you. But the opportunity is all you create the opportunity. So if you want to be part of this, we have all the steps necessary for you to succeed, for you to grow a actual big company and not some small get rich quick scheme. So contact us at Wings Mobile Detailing. The website is franchise.wingsmobiledetailing.com, or just subscribe to us. And if you don't want to make your mind up yet, still thinking, just think, or contact us. Thank you very much.